Hello everyone, and welcome to the first formation and tactics of the year. And as promised, I did say that I will make the following one, or the next one, for Juventus, and the one after that will be for Dortmund. And I have tried this formation and I have played with it in the Premier Cup, and I've recorded the game, the whole tournament. So stay tuned for that coming up next after this formation and video tactic. But for now, let's just go through the formation and the tactics, and let's just talk about, you know, some things I noticed in the change and whatnot. So yeah, let's go through it now. And it is this formation now. This is not my lineup, by the way. Let me do my lineup first. Actually, yeah, let me just do the lineup. Some people want to know what's the best lineup, so let me just do that quickly. That is my lineup, very quick. Shit, it's not even a formation. 1 minute. I'm a bit rusty, you know, I've not done any recording for a while, so just bear with me. Left back, Bonucci, Zagli, Pirlo, Leinstano, Dal, Pogba, Bonucci, Marquisio, yep. What the hell? Anybody else missing? Nope, that is my team. Oh yeah, Pepe out for Isla. And yeah, this is pretty much the style lineup for me. One player out of position, second player out of position, third player not out of position. It's actually, yeah, so two players out of position so far, third player out of position so far, and fourth player out of position. All these players technically out of position. Centre attacking mid, left attacking mid. He can't play attacking mid. He only plays centre midfield, and he can't play defensive midfield apparently, even though, you know, we all know he can, but FIFA like to do this as a way, I don't know why. But and he can't play left back, and he can only play left mid, even though he plays left wing back for them. But anyway, this is my style lineup. But yeah, let me just go through the formation now very quickly. As you can see, the formation looks quite odd, but this worked perfect for me, you know. So far it's been my favorite formation. I actually used this formation with Arsenal prior to using it with Juve, you know. But you know, I've changed a few things here and there, especially with the custom tactics to suit the way Juve play, because some players were really getting on my nerves. But I noticed it was because of the custom tactics, and each player's work rate is different to other players. So some of the Arsenal players most of them were on medium or high, but some of the players on here, like you have like Llorente, which is one of the main reasons why he doesn't make my style lineup, is because his attacking rate is low. Until this day, I don't get that with FIFA, but yeah, apparently it's low. And he's an 8-4 striker, and he's a complete striker. So they, you know, they see him as a complete striker, but his attack rate is low. So there you go. Anyhow, this is the formation. Let's go through the work rate. As you can see, everything looks sort of balanced. This is what it looks like. Same with the arrows. Now you might look at the centre backs. Now first of all, actually let me go back here. The centre backs, if you see this centre back, Bazzagli, it's slightly back and it's slightly more to the right, and you don't notice it when you play, but when they have the ball, they tend to like sort of go towards the right more than stay central. It's because when you come to against almost every opponent, most of the dangerous players are usually on the left, and they even cross the ball usually from the left. So that's why you have that centre back playing sort of centrally on the right. That's why I put him as not right centre back, but centre back, so that he actually stays there. I don't want him to play as a right centre back, because if I put right centre back, he would have just, no matter where I put him, he would have just done what usually FIFA does, which is put both of them in centrally. I wanted him to put more cover on the right, because most teams like rape the left wing, because most players like to cut in and, you know, finesse it or just blast it with players like Ronaldo or whoever's got good shooting accuracy. So yeah, I have someone like Bazzagli who's got actually the tactician card. So that's why I solely done it. And if you look at the arrows now, I have his. So when we attack, see, when we attack, he goes, you know, down. You know, the arrow is pointed down. So when we attack, he goes towards the right back's position, and when we defend, he goes even more towards that side, you know, so that he covers. But when we attack, I want him to stay there. So like, because I solely, as you can see, where Juventus and the centre midfielder, I put most of my work through the right, which creates a lot of space for the left attacking mid, which is Marquisio. So that's part of the tactic. So just, you know, just trust me and it'll work. But that's if you attack from the right and keep the left, like, you know, last moment pass through to goal, then, you know, you'll score. And but yeah, that's why I put the, you know, the back four like that, really. And even Chiellini's covering back. If you look at Chiellini's arrow stat, if you look at it, I didn't put anything for attack. I just wanted him, when we're defending, I just want him to cover for Bazzagli all the time. And for Asamoah, his defense arrow is also covering back, but when we attack, I want him obviously to bomb on forward. And I should have done that with Leifsteiner, but I just kept it like that because I didn't want the right side. I didn't want everyone to just bomb on forward unless I press the L1 or LB button when if I pass with Leifsteiner. So then he'll bomb. Other than that, I just want him to stay there because, as you know, like I told you, most people like to attack from the left side. And you can see the midfield. These two actually stay, even though they look quite far from each other. But when when I play, they actually stay quite close to each other, which is what I like. And the strikers, Juventus and Tevez. Juventus plays like a second striker, but on the right, so it's more like a right winger. Sometimes he goes in, and sometimes he just stays on the right. Tevez, he's just a workhorse. He's everywhere, man. That's what I love about him. That's why he starts and finishes. I don't think I've taken him out once, in the whole tournament. In fact, I made the first three guys quit because they just knew they was gonna get beat. So they got beat really badly, so they just quit and just couldn't deal with it. But I didn't even get a chance to think about putting anyone out, to be honest. So yeah, most of them quit. That's how good the formation worked for me. But yeah, other than that, the formation has been lovely for me so far. So I'll go through the tactics now, the custom tactics. And this is a new thing that I do now. It's because of how things have changed in FIFA. I don't have just one for each team. I have two for each team. As you know, people like to take advantage and rape the L1 triangle or LBY button. So the first one, let me just double check. Yeah, the first one is for teams that if you come up against an opponent that that basically likes to put everyone in ultra defense, like most players that use Real Madrid, and all they do is try to get you on a counter attack and just dink the ball over your defense. So this is what I've now let me before I say that, let me just give you the basic speed, passing, chance creation and all that. It's all the same on both except for the defense. Now for the defense, as you see, the pressure is not, I want them to stay quite deep but not too deep, so that's 31. In aggression, I don't want them to double up. I don't want, when you go over 66, they double up. Two players go to one player. But when like I said, when you play against Real Madrid, where they're sitting deep and they're trying to get you on the counter attack with Bale and Ronaldo, I don't have it like that. I forgot why I had it on. Let me just go back. Shit, exit without saving. It was custom. Yeah, custom free. Yeah, it was on 59. Sorry, and the team width on 70. So this is the main bit for both tactics. So I choose both. Make sure you choose both, before you start the game. and remember which one is the deep and which one is for the high. So now let me go on the other one. Now if you're playing against a guy who's not really playing ultra defense, I would suggest you use custom. I would suggest you use custom 4, which is, let me show you the defense, which is quite high. Pressure is 95, aggression is 90. Everyone doubles up. So because you know it's balanced, you know you're playing either not ultra attack. What was the one before ultra attack? That's what I usually do, by the way. Sorry guys, I forgot to tell you. I never use anything else other than the one before. I don't use the balanced. I use the one just after balance and before ultra attack. I always use that with this formation and tactic. So even if I want them to sit deep, you know, with the other tactic. So pressure is 95, aggression is 90. What happens is when you're playing against a guy that's everything's balanced, that's how I dominate the game basically. As soon as I lose the ball, I just close him down very quickly and try to read where he's gonna go, or he's gonna play it over or whatnot, and just close him down. And that's what I use. But to be honest, the one that I just showed you before this is mainly for teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, because or Chelsea mainly as well. All they like to do with Eto'o and Hazard and Oscar is just fucking, you know, dink that ball over your defense and just run, cross it and head it, and there's nothing you can do about that sometimes. That's why I made that. But I mainly use this one because I more likely will dominate possession, and as soon as I lose the ball I win it back, hence why I dominate possession in the first place. So yeah, speed, build up play and chance creation is pretty much the same. Everything's the same, nothing changed pretty much. But yeah, that's been pretty much it guys. I guess I'm done. Stay tuned for my Borussia Dortmund formation. That's going to be next, and I will most likely play a Premier Cup tournament with them. And I'll also upload probably the final of the Juventus tournament. So I'll go back to full matches as well. They'll be in a link though. I won't upload them to all subscribers. So I guess I will at the start. So if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, it's up to you, because I know full matches can be quite long sometimes. But yeah, I'll upload them anyway because I know some guys asked me in the past. So yeah, that's been it for this episode. Stay tuned for more formations and tactics and more stuff of me guys. So speak to you soon, man.